As the situation in the Middle East escalates further, Americans are watching energy costs. They're watching the stock market and national defense decisions very closely. To help us make sense of it all, economic expert and certified CPA Dan Geltrude. Dan, good morning. Welcome.
Good morning.
You just heard Alicia's reporting. President Trump now temporarily lifting sanctions on Iranian oil. Some Iranian oil. This is a move expected to bring more supply into the global markets as we see prices surge. How serious is the energy situation right now? How much could this actually help?
Well, that remains to be seen, but certainly it will help to some extent because of what you alluded to there. This is about supply and demand. The demand has not dropped at all. However, we're seeing an interruption in supply, particularly with the Strait of Hormuz. So the longer that continues, the more we're going to see prices go up at the pump. And when prices go up at the pump, all prices rise across the board. This is of great concern to everyone across the country.
We know what the administration is saying about the economy with this war. I want to bring up what Fed Chair Jerome Powell said just a day or two ago. Quote, "It's too soon to know how much the war in Iran will impact our economy," reflecting on widespread caution among policymakers. Energy prices, trade may shift, as you well know. What does this tell you about the economic pressures Americans and businesses are facing right now?
Well, it tells me that it's serious, and the seriousness of all of this goes to inflation. Because here's what's going to happen. If inflation continues to rise, you are not going to have a situation where the Fed is going to lower interest rates. And when you start to combine that, what do we see? We see a slowing of the economy, we see high inflation, and that is ultimately going to lead to what? Rising unemployment. And factoring in AI to that mix as well. This is the formula for stagflation, which is a terrible economic situation for us to have to deal with. So President Trump and his administration is basically fighting on two fronts. We have military action in the Middle East, and we have economic strife here at home.
Dan, I've been watching the numbers on Wall Street for 3 weeks now. I've no doubt you have as well. U.S. stock prices, I don't have to tell you, they've been volatile as investors are reacting to this ongoing conflict. It's even led to market swings as some sectors post strong results. I want to show the numbers from the closing on Friday. All red. The Dow closed down 1%. The NASDAQ 2%, the S&P 500 1.5%. What does the market's reaction tell us about investor confidence and, of course, the outlook for the economy?
Well, anytime the stock market is in a situation like this, which is uncertainty, it doesn't like it. The stock market can deal with known issues, even if it's bad news. However, when you're involved in a military conflict like this, there is uncertainty across the board. We ultimately will win this situation. However, disruption is certainly on the board here with Iran. They're not going to win, but they're going to continue to cause economic problems for not just the United States, but the world, particularly related to the flow of oil.
Let's talk potential price tag. We know the Pentagon has requested an extra $200 billion from Congress to fund ongoing military operations in Iran. This is a move that has no doubt stirred debate in Washington about just how long this conflict can last. What could the increased spending and the possibility of this prolonged conflict mean for the economy, not only short term, but long term here at home, Dan?
Well, when we see the government spending like this, and we've seen this movie before, that ultimately leads to inflation. Now, what it also tells me is that we need to end this conflict as quickly as possible. And in order to do that, we have to spend more money. So hopefully this increase, if ultimately is granted to the Pentagon, we're going to see military action increase and hopefully get us to a situation where we end this conflict, because the longer it goes on, the more unpopular it will become and the more economic pain Americans will feel.
So, Dan, keeping all of that in mind, all the factors you and I are discussing at play, oil prices to stocks, national security, what is the key takeaway you want Americans to understand about where we go from here?
Well, ultimately, as I said, I believe that this conflict will end hopefully sooner rather than later. But there is going to be short-term pain. Once this conflict is over, I believe, based upon the policies in place, we can recover. But it's not going to be quickly. And on top of that, it will have an impact on those midterm elections, which is critically important for everyone.
And that's not too far away, as you well know. Dan Geltrude, thanks for coming on, and thanks for your context here. It really breaks down the numbers for us. We appreciate your time.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.